John Kavakis here for My Take. Today we're going to be taking a second look at Brooklyn's 1951 Hudson Hornet four-door sedan. Now Hudson had been around for a long time. They made it through the war, and in 1948 they introduced the Commodore. And it was different than anything else on the market. And what made it different was what Hudson called their step-down design. Now the step-down design was based on what they called the perimeter frame. Up until that time, most of the other cars on the market were made on what they called ladder frames. Now, a ladder frame were two main members going the length of the car with cross members to keep everything rigid and hold everything together. That worked. It was durable. All the manufacturers were using it, but it caused the interior to be kind of high in the car. Hudson moved those longitudinal pieces out a little bit and dropped the interior into the middle of the frame. Now this made the car a little bit wider. It lowered the center of gravity, and what Hudson ended up with was a car that looked really modern but handled like no other car could. So the perimeter frame worked. Now it was designed by a guy named Frank Spring and Reed Relton. Reed Relton had made his mark by making land speed record cars. He had speed records in 37, 39, and I think 47. And so they had their hands in designing this car, and of course it had that reputation already of good handling while Hudson went racing. And they did a fantastic job with it. They became the scourge of the raceways for several years out. They came out with a new model in 1951, and the Hornet was part of the lineup now. It had the straight six, the H145 engine. That was a 308 cubic inch six-cylinder engine with 145 horsepower. And what Hudsons were noted for by then, they were high quality cars. They were over-engineered, a little bit of the Mercedes mystique there. They were over-designed, and they were very well suited for racing. So Brooklyn's given us a model of the Hornet. And get it out of the box here, and we'll put it on the turntable and take a look at it. And the first thing that I noticed on this, the paint is just spectacular. Brooklyn has been doing a really good job on paint, but this paint is just stunning. And the detail work is good as well. They've got the side spear very done with wire, not photo etched. The rocker panels are picked out. The front, the grille is just superb. Very deep looking, very delicate trim around the license plate, the red emblem in the middle of the V on the grille. Really awesome headlight lenses with a texture to them as you look at it as well. That hood ornament comes in two colors. It's got a gold upright piece and the chrome spear. The little emblems on top of the front fenders and on the side of the front fenders, very well picked out. Separate door handles, great looking windshield wipers and windshield divider. And going back to the rear, the Hudson emblem where the trunk release would be, is just spectacular. It's got a red piece, a lens put in there, and just looks fantastic, and as do the taillights as well and the parking lights. The chrome is lustrous. The wheels are fantastic. They're the right size. The rims are body color, very delicate trim ring around the wheel cover, and the wheel cover is an accurate representation of what the wheel covers look like. Now the interior is kind of hard to see. It's dark in there. I wish we could see a little bit better, but I can see that it does not have separate door handles. It looks like the dash is picked out pretty well. The steering wheel is an accurate replica of the 1/1 steering wheel. If there's any shortcoming in this model at all, I would say that the trim around the side windows and the rear window could be included in it. Doesn't really detract a lot from the car, but I think that could be done just a little bit better. This would take the model 100% over the top and compare it to any other model out there in 143rd. So let's go to the 5-star rating. For fidelity, I put the calipers to this. It's right on 143rd. The lines of the car are fantastic. So for fidelity, I'm giving it a 5.0. Trim, lensing, and badging. I'm going to go with a 4.0, but only because the windshield surrounds. Color, 5.0. I'd give it 5 plus if I could. Interior detail, I'm going with a 3.0. What I can pick out there needs just a little bit of extra jewelry. Wheels and tires, 5.0. And value, here we are at the value. You know, the listed price is $211. Sometimes they're on sale. This is where Brooklyn is just so strong, and it makes up for any shortcomings the model would have. So value, I'm giving it a 5.0. That gives an overall rating of 27 out of 30 points and puts us at a 4.5. The MyStar rating for Brooklyn's 1941 Hudson Hornet four-door sedan is 4.5. Hey, thanks for spending some time with me. I'll be back to see you again sometime soon.